Speaking of the new business, so you just kicked this off in May, so I know it's early time still. Who are the kinds of customers you want? Who do you want to see knocking on your door? And like, what's the ideal state for this business?
Ooh, Chris, that's a good one. My whole focus is helping others that want to solve problems that matter. I mean, that's the real gist of it. Using my talents and my gifts to solve problems that matter and hopefully transform at least the world around me, if not the larger, greater world, right, in a positive way. So those are folks I want to work with, folks who are like inspired by that, who are committed to that type of a mission. And to be perfectly honest, like the journey to here was a little bit surprising. At the start of this year, I didn't even know I was going to start my business, to be honest. Like I just had a baby end of last year. So I spent last year not doing much in terms of activity, personal activity. I was pregnant for most of it. So
you're growing a person. That's
yeah,
a lot of activity.
Well, some would say that in and of itself is too much activity. But yeah, like, I mean, the things that in my mind would be like, the fun things, like I love musical festivals and, wine tasting and travel. And I couldn't do any of that. So at the start of this year, I said, I'm actually going to hunker down and not hunker down, but enjoy this year as much as possible. But the recession and the way that it was progressing made it clear that really wasn't that realistic. So I had to kind of do a little bit of soul searching and redefine the way I think about joy. And that was really the spark for me that ultimately got me to where I launched my business, because I started looking at what are the things that will fill me up. And I discovered 3 things. Like, I love to learn and problem solve all day, every day. I mean, I do it for free. I enjoy it. The second thing was I genuinely love to engage with people and connect, right? And the third thing was really that I'm enjoying this. Like I'm actually enjoying this, and being inspired by my work counts. It allows me to create bigger impact faster. So once I realized that, I reconnected with some of my key supporters and said, hey, I just want to thank you because I'm so grateful for how you've supported me. And I'd love to hear a bit more about what you're doing. And one of them said back to me, you know what? I need a little bit of help solving something that matters to me. And your approach is really different. And I said, what do you mean? He said, you actually want to solve the problem and you're approaching it by exploring different perspectives. And I thought, whoa, wait a minute. Stop right there. Like, that's an opportunity. Like, there's a gap in my industry. I'm in the business of problem solving. And you've just told me that by me being me and approaching things the way I normally do, I can plug that gap. So that was like the first spark that made me realize, wait, there's something here. And everyone else was like shuttering their doors and like getting into like the scarcity mindset. And I completely understand that. But I wanted to do more, right? I wanted to like go out there and like just give this a try. So I said to Chinazum, like, I think I'm going to start my own consulting and coaching business because I want to be able to help those that want to solve real problems and get things done. And he looked at me and said, about time, which I didn't expect.
Wow.